Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, Matt here for Oilers Fan Reaction. Now we got some news today. Some good news, some bad news, and some okay news. We're going to do the bad news first because obviously that's what's on everybody's mind. Vegas, we all know the Oilers are on a trip to the west coast of the Americas. And we have Vegas first, and then we have San Jose, LA, Anaheim. So 4 games on the west coast trip. The bad news. The bad news. McDavid did not travel. Stuart Skinner did not travel. Matthias Ekholm did not travel. Now, here's some good news. Bakersfield is in California, so it's going to be part of that little road trip they got going on. We could theoretically leave Evander Kane in Bakersfield. He could play his 3-game conditioning stint and be ready for Game 1, Round 1 of the playoffs. Which would mean there'd be a roster spot open because obviously McDavid's not there. Ekholm's not there. Stuart Skinner's not there. There'd be a roster spot open for a Savoy, a Noah Philp. Just saying. If I was the GM of the team, I'd be using some outdoor thinking. Now, on to another great news day for the Oilers. You guys may not know, and I didn't know much about this kid until I heard the signing, and then I dived in and dove in and did my research. Like, you know, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna let you guys know that I'm gonna come correct with it. You guys know this. You guys know this, right? So any whoosies, this kid, the Oilers picked up in the NCAA free agents list, because I don't know if you guys follow the NCAA or how that all works out. You cannot be picked up by an NHL team if you haven't been drafted until your team has been eliminated from the Frozen Four. And because Ohio State is no longer in the playoff contention for the Frozen Four, the free agency was able to begin with their team, and we did a thing. The Oilers signed Damian Carfana. I know I butchered that. Carfana. I think it's Carfana. Damian Carfana to a 2-year deal. Now, who is Damian Carfana, you may ask? I asked myself that very, very same thing. And what I got is he's under a 2-year entry-level contract beginning next season. He's 22 years old. He's a blue liner that split 2 seasons with Ohio State. He spent the past 2 seasons in Ohio State. He was in the University of New Hampshire for a couple of seasons. Not really panning out there. He went to Ohio State, played in 72 games, 9 goals, 25 assists. He had 7 goals over his last 38 games. He also had 21 points and 21 assists and 28 points. Ranked him second on that Buckeye team. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I didn't know anything about this guy. All I knew was he's now picked up by the Oilers. Legitimately, that is all I knew about him. And then I went and did some research on elite prospects. That's right, folks. You know how I like my due diligence. Now, everything you need to know about this kid, apparently according to these guys, not according to me, myself, or I. He's American, obviously. He played his junior hockey type thing in Sioux City, North Dakota. If you know where Sioux City is, congratulations to you. He's from New Jersey. He's 5'11". He's 168 pounds. He's a left-handed shot. Now, what I can gather watching some of the highlights from this kid is he's got reach with his stick. he doesn't give you gap space. He closes the gap quite quickly, and he likes to be physical. For a guy that's 5'11", 168, I mean, you sneeze, he might fall over, but he likes to keep the opposition at the hip, much like Cale Makar. I'm not going to say he's no Cale Makar, but that's the type of defenseman that Cale Makar is. He uses his range and foot speed, and he kind of uses the stick more than he uses his body. If you're keeping up with what I'm putting down, he doesn't give any gaps. He tightens them. He drives players to the outside. So instead of what we've been seeing with this Oilers defense, giving up the middle of the ice, this guy potentially will push the players to the outside. Now, he likes to swing across the ice. He likes to just be that guy that does all for everything. Now, with Ekholm's uncertainty if he's going to play next year for the Oilers, we've seen the regression this year, unfortunately. Father time is 100% of the time. So, insurance for those in the South. Anyways, it's a little pun there. Anyway, in 2002, 2003, he played in University of New Hampshire. 35 games, 6 goals, 10 assists, 16 points, was a negative 15. He then played last year in Ohio State, 34 games, 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points, minus 10. Now, this is where I love this. This is why he didn't get drafted. He wasn't a very good all-around player. He did a lot of things well, but nothing over the top to get him into the NHL invite. So he worked on his game. 38 games this year, 7 goals, 21 assists, 28 points, a plus 16. He went from a negative 10 last season to a plus 16. Now, granted, Ohio State was a better team this year, one could argue, but they still had to, he still in his own right had to play the games and be well. Again, his puck handling is a 13 out of 20. His acceleration is a 12 out of 20. Leadership is a 12 out of 20. Passing is 12 out of 20. A lot of 12s, a lot of 13s out of 20. So he's just average. Like I said, he doesn't do a lot of the things great, but he does a lot of things well. Now, I'm excited to see this kid. He is signed for 2 years. You probably won't see him in the Oilers lineup next year. You might, you never know. But it will be interesting to see him in Bakersfield. Now, the Oilers, like I said, have a very, very busy schedule this week, taking on Vegas, San Jose, LA, and Anaheim. It all starts April 1st against the Vegas Golden Knights, April 3rd against the San Jose Sharks, the 5th against the Kings, the 7th against the Ducks. So, if you like hockey and you like West Coast time, 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock, this week's the week to watch. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to pass along. No McDavid, no Hyman. Sorry, just want to pass along. No David, no Skinner, no Ekholm. I mean, some of you guys are thinking, well, they don't have Skinner. Is that really a bad thing? Yeah, it is, because now we're going to rely on Picard to play all the games, maybe spot start Rodrigo on the Sunday, on the 3rd, April 3rd against the San Jose Sharks. Probably get a spot start there. Might get the start against Anaheim as well, because that'll be the 7th. So both of them might get the 2-2s. If I was the coach, that's probably what I would do. I'd play Rodrigo in the 2 easier games. I'm not saying they're easy, because the way the Oilers play, nothing is easy. Now, all that said and done, the Oilers could potentially come away 2-2. I personally think they'd come away 3-1, but that's just me and me thinking I'm a rock star at predicting things. Who knows? They might just surprise us all and end up coming away with 4 wins. And then they could probably surprise us all and come away with 4 losses as well. Anyways, guys, my name is Matt for OilersFanReaction. Thank you for tuning in and listening to me ramble on about this new kid that I knew nothing about until today. Now, I want to learn more. I want to see if this kid is something or is he a nothing. Hey, college free agents, man. You just never know. Just like Cale Makar's brother. He's now a Colorado Avalanche. He got picked up by Colorado. He's a forward, though. That would be interesting. Makar to Makar. A little bit of goal action. Any whoosies. You guys have a good night. My name's Matt from OilersFanReaction. Doses.